The Internet is a short form for an interconnected network. It has become a vital part of our lives, helping us connect with people worldwide. The Internet is made of a large number of independently operated networks. It is fully distributed with no central control. Each independently operated system is motivated to ensure that there is end-to-end connectivity of every part of the network. The Internet is simply a wire that runs underground and allows two computers to communicate with each other. A server is a particular computer that is connected directly to the Internet. When we talk about specific web pages, they are simply files that are stored on the server's hard drive. Every server has a unique protocol address or an IP address. IP addresses are essential for computers to find each other. A short note of the history of the Internet will help you understand when, where, and how the Internet was developed. History of the Internet. The first question that pops into your mind is probably, who started the Internet? The Internet was developed by Bob Kahn and Vint Cerf in the 1970s. They began the design of what we today know as the Internet. It was the result of another research experiment which was called ARPANET, which stands for Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. This was initially supposed to be a communication system for the defense team of the United States of America, a network that would also survive a nuclear attack. It eventually became a successful nationwide experimental packet network. But when was the first Internet started? It is believed that on the 6th of August 1991, when the World Wide Web opened to the public. How does the Internet work? Computers that we use every day are called clients because they are indirectly connected to the Internet through an Internet service provider. When you open a web page on your computer, you connect to the web page, and then you can access it. Computers break the information into smaller pieces called packets, which are reassembled in their original order. If we put the right address on a packet and send it to any computer which is connected as part of the Internet, each computer would figure out which cable to send it down next so that it would get to its destination. With several computers on a network, it may create confusion even with unique addresses. This transfer of messages is handled by the packet routing network, and hence a router is required to set up. The transfer control protocol is another system that makes sure no packet is lost or left behind because it might create a disrupted message at the receiving end. The below are the steps for how the message is transferred. First, computer 1 sends a message by IP address to computer 2. The message sent by computer 1 is broken into small pieces packets. These small pieces packets are transferred concerning transfer protocol so that the quality is maintained. Finally, these small pieces packets reach computer 2 and are reassembled at their IP address. The Internet works in a more complex manner than these above given steps, but this might give a basic idea of how the Internet works. Father of the Internet, Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee was the man who led the development of the World Wide Web, the defining of HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTML, Hypertext Markup Language, used to create web pages, and URLs, Universal Resource Locators. The development of www, HTTP, HTML, and URLs took place between 1989 and 1991. Tim Berners-Lee was born in London and he graduated in physics from Oxford University in 1976. Currently, Tim Berners-Lee is the director of the World Wide Web Consortium, the group that sets technical standards for the web. Tim Berners-Lee, Vint Cerf is also named as an Internet daddy other than Tim Berners-Lee. After being out for 10 years from high school, he began co-designing and co-developing the protocols and structure of what became the Internet. History of HTML. In 1945, Vannevar Bush first introduced the basics of hypertext. In 1990, Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web, HTML, Hypertext Markup Language, HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and URLs, Universal Resource Locators. Along with his colleagues at CERN, an international scientific organization based in Geneva, Switzerland, Tim Berners-Lee was the primary author of HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. Evolution of the Internet. Although the Internet was developed much earlier, it only became popular in households in the 1990s. The emergence of the Internet can be tracked by how many businesses and homes started changing the way they worked and started connecting their laptops and other devices to the Internet. However, the concept of Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTTP, as we know it today, was created only during this time. This meant that people could access the same web pages on their devices now and share information. There has been a dramatic growth in the number of Internet users since its inception. As a result, the number of computer networks that are connected has grown exponentially too. It started with only connecting less than 10 computers initially. Today, 440 million computers can be connected directly, making life easier for people across the globe. Sharing information and knowledge has become extremely easy for those that have access to the Internet. The country with the highest number of Internet users is China, with 1.4 billion users, followed by India with 1.3 billion and the United States of America with a little over 0.3 billion users. The two main types of computer networks. There are different computer network types, depending on how large they are and how much geographical area they cover. The most common types are Local Area Network, LAN, and Wireless Local Area Network, WAN. Local Area Network. This is a group of devices such as computers, servers, switches, and printers that are located in the same building. These are near each other. The most common use of LAN is in houses or offices. A common type of LAN is an Ethernet LAN, where two or more computers are connected to the Internet through switches. Wireless Local Area Network. This is a local area network that uses wireless communication instead of wired communication. In WLAN, two computers use wireless communication to form a local area network. A Wi-Fi router is very common in this case. There are no cables involved in this case. Advantages of Internet. The Internet has become a popular name since the introduction of its easy installation and setup. The Internet was first invented for only military and government uses. But now, it is found in every house across the world. The following are the advantages of the Internet. It is a great medium of sharing and has increased connectivity. With the Internet, banking has now become easier. Long tiresome waiting lines have been eliminated since the introduction of e-banking platforms. E-commerce websites are one of the great advantages of the Internet. One can buy groceries, clothes, household items, and much more with the Internet. The Internet is also a great source of entertainment. One can watch videos and movies, listen to music, and play games, without any hassle. Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter have brought the world closer. The education system has also transformed. With the Internet, any student across the world can attend online classes. The most powerful motivator for the Internet to work is the fact that knowledge and information have to be shared amongst people. The article provided useful information about the Internet such as its history, working and evolution, etc. For more videos, subscribe my channel.